Hey everyone, I'm Adam here from BoLS Souls with
Michael from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
and we've got the second wave of Gobos. Michael, you've got all of the Gloomspite Gitz.
I do.
All of them.
It's for right now.
Second wave, anyway.
It's all right here. This is wave 2.
Yes.
And it's not just goblins.
It's not.
There's some trolls or trogoths.
Trogs now.
If you want to call them that. But there's
squigs.
a lot of really cool goblin stuff here.
Yeah.
We've got the new Trogoth leader, the Dankhold Trogoth, my favorite name from the new wave. Plus the new Rockgut Trogoths, like the old trolls from old fantasy. And
right,
stuff like
got
that.
redone.
We've got our
Gobapalooza.
Gobapalooza, new character pack.
It's crazy.
The Loon Boss, your typical on-foot character, as well as your new sneaky Snufflers, I think they are. And then one of my new favorite kits, the brand new updated Mangler Squigs.
I'm so excited about this kit in particular.
It's a lot of really cool stuff. I'm very excited too.
Well, let's quit chatting about it and jump on in. This is a lot of Gobos.
Yeah, it's a lot of great stuff.
And some squigs. Michael, where do you want to start, man?
Well, let's start just here with the Loon Boss.
Sure.
I'm not going to pop him open, but you can see he's your typical blister character pack there. He's got a great helmet.
Pretty cool stuff, and you can see the sprue in the back. So yeah, we're not gonna pop that.
He's like they've said from the cover of the Battle Tome.
Yeah,
you're on foot, sort of almost a support hero, but he can still work as a general for a foot, soldier heavy force. So Loon Boss, pretty simple there.
Next up, let's do the sneaky Snufflers.
Probably my new favorite design of Squig right here.
Yeah,
with the weird pig noses and everything like that. You can see on the back they've got their different stuff. They're specifically their mushrooms that they use for buffing. And
I mean, it makes sense. You always see like pigs do the truffle hunting. Mushrooms. So
do that here as well.
Let's go ahead and pop this box real quick.
Absolutely.
Get in here and take a look at them. I'm always curious to see the different ways GW does the packaging.
Absolutely.
So it's everything in the box. We get the instructions, which
pretty simple,
pretty straightforward. Let me zoom out just a touch. You can see them here. It's in color. They do have the rules as well, so we don't need to go through all these. You can also, by the way, find all the rules for these models on GW's website now.
And I appreciate that it's a 6 model kit here.
Yeah.
But it's one of their smaller scale boxes since they don't need to go crazy with the box size.
Right.
They're
we do
nice
have
and compact.
all the bases, which you don't need to go over there, and we have 2 sprues, which we'll do these at the same time here, just side by side. Yeah, you can kind of see there. The detail on these kits is, again, phenomenal.
And these sprues are identical as well, so you make 3 basically of 3 different models.
Oh, so they're the same one. Oh, in that case, we just take a look at this one. Ha ha! Didn't realize they were the same sprue until we open it.
Yeah.
So there you go. So you make 3 versions of.
I believe so, and you can see you got some of your goblin heads here.
Okay.
Down here, the squigs in particular, like I said, you can see some of their new little snuffler squigs. I believe they're called.
Yeah. But you can swap the heads.
Yeah, of course. The different head details and stuff. So one of my favorite new details is the mushrooms they're collecting in the back.
Yeah.
Actually are in basically spider carcasses. You can see the spider legs and things like that.
That's real cool.
So they're throwing in a little bit of the spider fang inspiration into this kit as well, which is nice.
Very cool move. And again, all of the heads are swappable, not just the goblin heads, but also the
snuffle squigs as well.
So you can mix and match. So even though you're getting 2 identical sprues, you can have quite a bit of variation between.
Yeah, you make sure nothing looks exactly the same across your force there. So that's your sneaky snufflers right there.
What's next, man?
I think the Gobapalooza time.
Gobapalooza time.
These brand new 5 crazy cast of characters. I got to point out Boggle Eye. He's my favorite. But I know a lot of people are really big fans of. I think this one is the Shroomancer.
Shroomancer?
You want to back and take a look.
Boggle Eye Shroomancer, yep.
Yeah, Brew gets fun, and the Scaremonger, which is actually 2 goblins. You can see one standing on another one's head, basically.
They should be wearing a trench coat, and then you wouldn't even know.
Yeah. I also really like the Spiker here. He's got an inspiration kind of from the Scuttle Grots from the Silver Tower board game. So they brought a little bit of that back as well with him.
Some call-outs there. Very cool. Pop in this box.
Absolutely.
And this is 1 sprue. And we get the bases. We'll move those out of the way for now. Real fast instructions, full color. Rules are in there as well with all 5.
And that's the thing with your game of Age of Sigmar, you actually take these as a unit of 5, so it's 1 drop on the table. It's a unit, but they're all deployed. They act individually, so you take all 5, but each of them can go individually on the board where you need them.
And they each have different abilities and
different ways to buff your forces or debuff your enemies, or provide whatever situational benefits that they have.
So you get all 5 goblins there. You can see the flip side of that sprue. They're mostly going to be hollow. It's really cool too to see just how far the technology's come with all the new GW stuff. This is going to hide a lot of the seams. So
absolutely,
when you build these bad boys, they're going to look really cool. Get them all built and painted up. So Great stuff. What's next?
I think the Troggoth's got to be next. We'll save the big one for last.
The Rock Gut Troggoth. All right, here we go. These are the updated trolls. They used to be Rock Gut trolls. They've been updated.
They had the 3 types of trolls, and the Fellwater trolls, the river trolls from Old Fantasy, are still around. They've still got the same kit, which is still very nice looking.
Yeah.
But the Rock Gut trolls the Troggoths have been updated, and they are, I think, personally, my favorite kit from the whole release.
Oh yeah.
Their big floppy ears and their huge noses. Let me flip it over here. You can see this guy's holding.
They have some different poses too. That's cool.
They've got all different sets of arms. I want to say it's 6 different sets of arms.
Okay, wow.
So I'm not exactly sure. We can take a look inside, but a lot
like
of different options.
I like the fact that they have played up that kindred connection to the goblins by elongating the nose.
They got the big nose. They got the big ears.
Yeah.
They got even sort of the same eyes. You can see a lot of the same design cues from the goblins, and even a little bit of the orcs are put into these guys.
That's a great way to tie them all together. Yeah.
Like I said, personally, my new favorite kit from Gloomspite Gitz. I'm going to buy a whole bunch of them. So we got your typical bases and everything. They come on pretty big bases here. You can see.
Yeah. All right.
I want to say those are
bigger than 50s.
Yeah, I think they're pretty sizable.
All right. So instructions, no shocker there, full color, how to put everything together. They do have multiple
a lot of different
options.
multiple arm and head options as well.
I'm gonna see. Sometimes they have a list, but yeah, you can kind of see.
They'll be good in
different options.
They'll be good in a unit of 6 or so, and that gives you enough options to make it look unique. And I want to point out also the thing I appreciate is the painting guide on the back.
Oh yeah.
So different types of skin tones and stuff. So if you want to do like more of a cave theme or more of a mountain theme or something like that, you have different ideas.
All that stuff's included. Now we get to the sprues, and it looks like 3 separate sprues.
Yeah, a couple different sprues. You can see some of these here. They've got their big 2-handed clubs, whereas others have more like 1-handed items. What I also really like is you can see on the backs and shoulders and arms is they have this sort of craggy rock design.
Yeah.
They still have that inspiration from the rock gut trolls.
Let's try to zoom out and get all of them here. Actually, let's just do one at a time.
Sure.
It'll be easier to kind of focus in. Here's what you were saying with the
a lot of that rock
backs.
sort of spiky crag design, which you can't really see on the box, but it's all over their back and all over the back of their
because in the boxes you're just seeing the bellies and the forearms as they're like stretched out.
So they really have continued that inspiration of the rock aesthetic.
Very cool. And they're going to be hollow on the inside. Yeah. So if you want to get crazy, that's cool. Next up, we've got some bellies. Belly bits and things like that.
Some different feet options, some different, some different, it looks like club heads or rocks they can be holding this guy. Sweet. You can see here's a hand holding just a big one-handed club. So different weapon options, but they all use the same rule.
Yeah.
So a lot of different cool things there.
Yep. Well, that's the backside as well. And let's go to the last sprue.
This sprue is my favorite, I think, personally, because you can see some of the head options here.
Yeah.
But you see they don't have noses attached to the noses. It looks like they're interchangeable. So you can have different, their big pointy noses on different head options. You can see some right here. So a lot of different cool, fun options to make them really unique.
So even though you can only build 3 models in this kit, you can actually build quite a few more based on how you want to put those together.
Absolutely.
So it's a great way that GW's been able to give some character to these kits that are one box, but really you can make multiple versions. Make sure that none of your models in one particular unit look exactly the same. Right, which is always a great way to do it. Speaking of models for Troggoths, I think we should
Let's talk about the big boy.
The big boy, yeah. Here we have the Dankhold Troggoth, which is Michael's new favorite name.
My favorite name, I think, in all of Age of Sigmar. It's up there.
It's up there.
It also makes, so back in the front you can see it makes the Dankhold Troggoth, which is just a unit choice. But you can also make the Dankhold Trog Boss, which is a leader choice.
Yeah.
And this is the kit they have. Yeah, it's a dual kit. But it's not just the 1-2 builds. There are a couple options in here. Like you can see different mushroom types that you can put on his back, different club types. He's holding a big, it looks like a Ankeg from D&D almost.
Yeah,
it's big centipede monster. So let's pop him open. Let's take a look.
Do it.
Also, like he's looking at the spider hanging off his club like he's going to eat it. So a little bit of Spider Fang influence in there as well, which is nice to see.
They do like them spiders. All right, so
one big old base.
Big old base.
Yeah.
Got it. Dankhold Trog Boss. Again, same deal. We've seen this multiple times by now.
So multi-kit. Same basic structure from it, though.
We'll do the sprues one at a time since they are different.
You got a big one here. Like I said, you have a couple different options for it. You see his body is pretty sizable here. Yeah. So he's a pretty big kit. That spider, like I said, his big two-handed club.
Wow, I wasn't expecting it to be that wide. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big one. And what's really fun is what you can't tell off the box is that he looks sort of big and imposing, but he's actually, if you can tell from his pose, he's like slouching and kind of like chubby, and
yeah,
it's very funny to look at from a different angle because he's like very wide, not as tall as you might expect.
You can see his big beer gut here too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fungal bruises.
So it's not exactly what you would think. He's really like in a slouched pose, barely standing up.
Very cool, very cool. I like this model a lot. So
yep. You have your other club head options here. So one looks more like a hammer. This one's just a big, if you can actually tell, it's like a dwarven, like idol almost. You can see kind of a dwarven influence in it.
Yeah, you can see there's like the beards that dwarven.
Yeah, there's dwarven influences all over these troll kits. You can see it kind of in the Trogoth kit earlier, the rock guts. Yeah. One of them's holding like a big carved dwarven head. So there's a lot of dwarven influences here, which is really nice to see, given that they're sort of the ancestral enemies of the trolls and goblins.
Old grudges never die, right?
Absolutely.
All right,
Mangler is a big one. I know you're excited about this.
I am super excited about this Mangler Squig box. There's a lot of crazy stuff.
So again, we have a dual kit here. Yes. You can build the Mangler Squig just as a unit, or if you flip it, you can actually build a Loon Boss on a Mangler Squig. So nowadays, you can have the Loon Boss on like your old cave squigs or stuff like that. You can have the Loon Boss on foot like we showed, but you can also have your Loon Boss on your Mangler squigs.
That's awesome. And you see here another dwarven statue that's been converted over to probably like some kind of flail
something
ball.
They've made into a flail or ball and chain. This is further with sort of the Age of Sigmar idea of the leaders on the monstrous mounts, like you get with Alariel or Gordrak. Now you can have Loon Boss on a Mangler Squig.
Or Archeon.
Yeah.
Grand Marshal of the Apocalypse.
Exalted Grand Marshal.
Exalted. My bad. You're right. That was one that took us a couple
That took us more than a few takes. So let's take a look.
That's an old video there.
Get your tray here.
All right, so we got the tray. Again, Mangler Squigs, Loon Boss on Mangler
Same kit regardless, but you can see the Loon Boss comes with some armor. Again, sort of like Gordrak, where his Maw Crusher has some extra armor and stuff. You can have that for your Loon Boss if you want, or you can keep him unarmored if you like this with faces.
Theoretically, you could also put the armor on the
and you could put it on your normal Mangler, so you can do whatever you want. It's a way to sort of uniquely identify the Loon Boss if you have more than one.
All right, so this is one big sprue.
Even bigger base.
That's
a big old base right there.
Yeah, we'll move the tray out of the way.
So you can see these squig bodies are huge, just compared to, your base size there. Compared to the size of the Loon Boss kit, those are some huge squigs there.
Ginormous. I wasn't expecting to be that tall.
All the different chains that connect the two of them.
Wow.
Different squig faces and teeth. And over here you can see some goblin bits of people hanging on barely for dear life.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, they're big old squigs, and I love painting squigs. They're a lot of fun, but these guys are huge.
This looks like a really fun model to put together, man.
Oh yeah,
There's a lot of crazy stuff. And again, because of the new way GW's doing other kits, it's going to hide a lot of the seams.
Yep.
So you're not even going to be able to tell.
Yeah, you'll have these seams down here from the middle, but little plastic glue will make that invisible, and then you have all your chain connections hidden between their feet and under the goblin riders and stuff like that.
Wow, that's an impressive array of stuff for the Gloomspite Gitz.
Oh yeah.
Wow, man. Let's hop out for a really quick recap. Well, that was the second wave of the Gloomspite Gitz.
Some pretty exciting stuff.
It's so cool.
Some of my new favorite kits in Age of Sigmar, for sure.
That Mangler Squig, man.
Mangler Squigs, I'm really liking the Trogoths personally. I'm already playing an army.
Are you going to go all big Trogoths, or are you going to mix it up?
Well, a little bit of a mix, and then I think I'll throw some like Squig Hoppers in there too. So we'll see.
Saw those last week. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, let's crunch the numbers on these kits real fast.
Absolutely. They're all different. So let's go through them right here. Your Sneaky Snufflers right there. They're a $40 kit, which you get those 5 in there, so that's pretty good. Your Gobblepalooza is $50 for your 5 characters there.
Yep.
Your big Mangler Squigs are going to be $80.
Yep.
Your Loon Boss is a simple $25 for your Foot Hero.
Yep.
Your Dankold Trogoth will be $65, and your new kit of Rock Guts will be $60.
Yeah.
So all different prices and stuff, but for
pretty
the value,
there,
for the models you get, especially Gobblepalooza for 5 powerful characters like that, you're
getting a really good deal. Man, like
great name too.
Great name too. Like,
absolutely great name.
Not somewhere you want to go if you're not a goblin.
Yeah.
But good stuff.
You want them if you are, for
if
sure.
you are a goblin player, or it's
what you're looking for right
good
there.
Stuff. Cool. Well, that's everything from the second wave of the Gloomspite Gitz. I'm Adam Harry from BoLS.
I'm Michael with Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.